It's your boy Killah B. Let's burn them up.
I let my light shine at all times for the world to see. You repping nonsense, hatred, and jealousy. You spit that toxic, that poison, that ignorance. You talk a lot of shit, but none of it is relevant. You can miss me with all the lies. 1,000 I'm certified. 1,000 I'm certified. 1,000 I'm certified. I'm a bit unorthodox when I rock. Something like Jimmy Hendrix with a boombox. B-boy era, black bands and mocks. 360 waves, the sounds of my face. I wasn't cut from a fabric. My dad high science, my mom is saying matter, turn pain into power. Thoughts into dollars. Never been a follower, never been a coward. Took a few chances, took a few risks. Took a trial, and I beat that shit. Never took the stand, now I pleaded the fifth. My crime on the book, smart and thorough, street knowledge. Stand up, die to the day that I die. Be scared never, I'm built for whatever. You can miss me with all the lies. 1,000 I'm certified. 1,000 I'm certified. 1,000 I'm certified. I let my light shine at all times for the world to see. You repping nonsense, hatred, and jealousy. You spit that toxic, that poison, that ignorance. You talk a lot of shit, but none of it is relevant. Tell a nigga real by the shit he don't say. The shit he don't say, yeah, the shit he don't say. I can tell a nigga real by the shit he don't say. The shit he don't say, the shit he don't say. You spit that toxic, that poison, that ignorance. You talk a lot of shit, but none of it is relevant. You can miss me with all the lies. 1,000 I'm certified. 1,000 I'm certified. 1,000 I'm certified. I'm a bit unorthodox when I rock. Something like Jimmy Hendrix with a boombox. B-boy era, black pants and mocks. I turn pain into power. Thoughts into dollars. Never been a follower, never been a coward. Never been the type to do the fuck shit. Never lied on my pockets, never lied on my dick. Cocaine, champagne, diamond rings and gold chains. No love, just love. Yeah, the hood is fucked up. Cocaine, champagne, diamond rings and gold chains. No love, just love. Yeah, the hood is fucked up. Cocaine, champagne, diamond rings and gold chains. No love, just love. Yeah, the hood is fucked up.
Yeah, boy. It's your man Killah B, the goddamn Witchfinder General. You got a witch, I'll burn their damn ass up. Y'all know this, man. Yep. Yeah, we got an early one today. We're gonna try to whiz through this. Hopefully, get some people on the panel here. Shit, I forgot to give brothers the link. God damn. Moving too fast. I got up real early this morning. I need to go back to sleep, but it's starting to happen. See if I get some people up in the room here. So I hope everybody's doing all right. Chris Harris up in here. I know he's supposed to be coming on around 12. So, so I hope everybody's doing all right. Oh, shit. Okay. Mute that. Okay, that helps. All right. So let's see who's up in here. 1 second. This one here. That one. And sure, these two. So I hope everybody's doing all right this morning. Everybody got some rest, at least more rest than me. See what we got here. Chat. We got 3 watching. Shamyam up in the building, of course. He sure this is right. Tell me why your ass bad. Yeah, that's what you're gonna have to do. That's what their ass is gonna be doing. God damn it. They ain't no damn lie right there, boy. So yeah. Been some crazy discussions going on, and since last night, we got this guy. We call him Chachi, Chaarab, Dawad Chaarab. He goes by a couple other names on Facebook. He's another cult flunky / follower. That they tend to have a lot of hate for people. Starting to see. I think I got another brother. I asked him to come on and see if he can make it on here. Yeah, so to try to get themselves out of trouble. See this, bro. I can't. Oh man, I wish I could see this thing open up so I can see what the hell's going on here. Maybe it'll work now. All right, yeah. Got to send this brother the link here. This brother name is Jael Garza. He's been battling with me all morning. So we're gonna get this brother in the room for the first time. All right. Link, I'm live. Yeah, we can get down to business. And watch out, yeah, Chris Harris was telling me last night too, I'm getting death threats already. The Most High gonna kill you, nigga. The Most High gonna kill that nigga. The Most High gonna get that nigga. Why? Telling the truth? Since when your book say that? That you gotta go for telling the truth. For telling the truth. See? It's crazy, man. It's absolutely nuts. Yeah, send this brother damn link again. All right, see if we get him up in here. I sent the link to Chris Harris. Sound like somebody up in here, maybe. Nope, not yet. But yeah, do we got anybody in the audience that oh shit. Chat, let me see here. Still live. Yeah, do we got anybody in the audience? Okay. That all right, I don't do shit. All right, Shavian. Chill out today. We try to keep things civil and for a broader audience and shit. I'm trying to work on my cussing issues too. So like, you know what I mean? We try to keep it less less raw. Trying to keep everything less raw. So you already remember what I told you before and shit. So I mean, we gotta keep it, trying to keep it a little simple here. So yeah, we're gonna get into this thing about this northern tribe doctrine, prophecy, and we're gonna look into the historical, what actually happened according in the scriptures, and what according to science and language through different civilizations and stuff like that, where all this stuff really comes about, right? Just one sec, I gotta get some water. Wow, 1 sec. Excuse me for a second. This drink here ready. Ooh. All right, get in the room. We get this thing on the way. All right. Okay. So I got anybody in here? Shavion, what's up, Shavion?
Yeah, it's good, bro.
Chilling. Yeah, we about to get it.
Yeah.
With the,
Wait. You know what? This Chachi, he's one of the. He's a groupie from one of our nemesis. You know who I'm talking about, right?
yeah, with Quinal Lawa.
Nah, not him. The other one, our main nemesis.
Oh, Judah Nasty. Yeah, yup. So Judah
Yeah, he
Nasty,
be rolling with Judah Nazra.
they're one
I
and the
told him,
same.
hey, yo, stay away from him. He's a dang demon.
But that's what they got to do. Know what I mean? If a man saw all those videos and still choose to mess with them, that shows you that they're one of a kind. Know what I mean? So it's really no use even telling him that because he knows better. Know what I mean? If you know somebody is an axe murderer and you still hanging around that nigga, so what that tell you? That you down with it. You down with the program. Like he's already been debunked and exposed. Like he's all set. He's done. Even his new shit he coming out with, we've been debunked that shit. And it's foolish. It's a whole bunch of like wordplay and mind games. And we're gonna see how they work today. So trying to get Jarrell up in here. And if you could try to tell him to get his ass up in here as soon as he can. If you can, because I got a handful of stuff I'm trying to do at one time here while the show's live. So if you can hook me up with that,
Yeah, I told Chachi, yo, stay away from him. He didn't choose to listen, so all right, it's on you now.
Yeah, but we see the reason why, because he wants to see all planets. Who's that? Got someone coming in now?
Nah, let me see.
That was somebody just dropped in here.
Nah, let me see. He's still not in here.
Was that you with that noise? Somebody just came up in here.
Yeah, that was I was listening to Jeremiah Judah or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay, all right. Yeah, he got his ass smoked by Sarnetta last night. I heard. I saw like a little. I heard he was like straight. He got straight embarrassed. Like I told him about that though. I'm like, dude, you gotta like calm down and actually make sense of what you're saying. And you can't just be grabbing anything you find out and be like, look at here, look at here, look at here. Cause like even in this, he's showing his ignorance within his questions that he asks. And like the questions that he asks, like they don't make any sense, like with everything else going on. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, let me get this stuff here set. Niggas is still going on.
Yo, give me the link so I could give it to him.
All right. Oh yeah, I put the link in the chat.
Yeah, but put it in the main one of our chats on Messenger so I could copy and paste to him.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on my best behavior, Killer B. But if Judah Nazareth gets crunk, I'm gonna get crunk too. So just to
I
let you
feel you.
know, if he gets on
All
here,
right.
I'm gonna get on him.
Judah ain't coming nowhere near this channel. He ain't coming
Yeah,
nowhere near.
but just to let you know, if he get up in here, all types of hell is gonna break loose.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you out of that shit. I feel you. Bro, let me put this shit in the chat, bro. He said, oh, hell gonna break loose. I hear that. Okay.
No, but he makes a good point. These guys take the Hebrew stuff too seriously. Hebrew's a culture, a people, not a Comic-Con.
Right, right, right. And that's really what they believe that shit is, like a Comic-Con. Like, sad but true. That it's just what it is. Like, you know what I mean? It's just what it is. So, who else I got? I gotta share this. And hot seat here. Yeah, I was trying to start the new channel also, but I had to wait 24 hours for the live stream to get activated. So it's all set now. So we're gonna be starting on that probably tonight or this afternoon, maybe. The new channel is called the High Council. It's a green, white, and black logo. So you guys can identify it. I put it in the chat in a little bit. Guys should go over there, subscribe and stuff. We have some cool stuff going on. Okay, now let's pull up some of this stuff. All right. Trying to get past all the insult shit up in here and just get to the real meat of the situation here. Way back. This should be it right about here. Now we asked to do some serious questions. We wanted answers. All right. Share this thing here. Class high and sidebar.
Yeah, that was a
Alrighty.
good show though yesterday.
Yeah, I enjoyed doing it. Definitely enjoyed doing it. Okay, I can share my screen. All right. See here. All righty. So you can see here. This brother, Jarrell Garza. This started up a lot more soon. This person, Dawad Chaarab, which, see, you get a good image of him here. He is so-called Dominican. And this is another thing. You see the Dominican necklace he has around there, Dominican flag at the bottom. You can't see the flag at the bottom. That's what it is. Little bead necklace with the Dominican flag on there. What I've noticed also, how when Hebrew Israelites, or when blacks, Negroes become Hebrew Israelites, they are usually obligated to throw away all their past thoughts about where they came from, their culture, their heritage, and everything for this new ideology. But when it comes to the northern tribes, they're encouraged to hold on to their culture and their heritage. And it's led to believe that there are the direct descendants of these 10 tribes from the nation of Israel. But you would see them hold on to they're allowed to hold on to their pagan, so-called pagan, what people call it a pagan roots. We've seen people like Alazar from Sakari wear Dreamcatcher t-shirts. Like, where is that in the scriptures? Where can you find dream catchers For those who don't know what dream catchers are, they're a native Indian craft work. It's supposed to catch dreams, bad dreams when you sleep. So if there's a bad spirit, a bad dream, this web, it looks like a ring with a web. And you got like feathers and stuff hanging from it. And this thing's supposed to catch bad vibes or bad dreams for you, so you don't get abducted by evil spirits or whatever, right? See this brother wearing t-shirts to that. Like we see this person here, like blacks aren't allowed to represent the United States, but Dominican Republic, you can represent the Dominican Republic, which isn't owned by the native people of the land. You see Puerto Ricans do the same thing. Puerto Rico is a state of the United States. And they are not run by the original Taínos and Arawak Indians, aka Arawak Indians, right? So they're allowed to hold on to that and fly their flags with pride. They're also allowed to wear Indian headdresses and go to powwows and call down spirits and wear these costumes and stuff that portray these so-called pagan or customs and gods and spirits other than the ones that are found in the Bible. They're allowed to do this with no problem, with no repercussions. They're actually allowed to put this stuff on their garments, wear artifacts and stuff like on their garments that have to do with the Native American Indian. And we can also see that this brother here does not look anything like a Native American Indian. He has features of a Negro. He has an Afro style hair. He has a broad nose. He has thick lips. He is from the Dominican Republic, a place that was ruled by the Spanish. The original inhabitants were Arawak Indians, aka Taínos. The people that came there to that island were also of Spanish descent. There were a group of people called the Garnaches, if I was pronouncing that right, who were actually from the Canary Islands off the coast of Africa that came there before the explorers even found the place. When the explorers got there, they brought around black African people with them, either free or slave. Later, slaves were brought to the island. And with all of that going on, the Arawak Indians were basically bred out of existence. There is no case of a pure Arawakan Indian anymore in the Caribbean. The people are what you would call Moritos or mulattoes or white. That is the census demographic for that country as of today. There are only mixed breed people in there. They're either Native Indians mixed with Caucasian or Native Indians mixed with people of African descent. It's only one of the other. Another side note is that these Hispanic people only recognized with other blacks and things like the civil rights movement into the civil rights movement started. Before then, a lot of these people, Hispanics that came to the Americas, were considered Caucasian. They were considered white. There were Mexicans, Puerto Ricans. They were allowed to go into white restaurants. They were allowed to drink from white fountains, use white bathrooms, ride in front of the bus. It wasn't until the civil rights movement that they decided wanted to become a minority. Why? To gain the benefits from the civil rights movement. You sent that message to them. Chris Harris, what's up, Chris Harris?
What's going on? I'm waiting to Let's Smoke Dawad Chaarab, aka Chachi. I'm just taking you take your time.
And so what we're seeing here is swagger jacking, what you call swagger jacking, because now they consider themselves just like us until a certain situation comes around. Like we see now in the Hebrew Israelite movement, where there's Hispanic Hebrew Israelites are claiming superiority over the doctrine and religion, say that so-called Negroes are no longer Hebrew Israelites, but they're actually Canaanites or African people. And the Hispanics, they say that they have the appearance of the original Israelites. I see them put up fake artifacts. And when you go to the original artifacts, they look nothing like what they claim to look like. And what they claim to look like doesn't match the artifacts on the walls, but they'll use Egypt to identify themselves. But anything else in Egypt, they will throw out. And we're going to see today how they like to pick and choose what they want to deal with. And as we can see here, I stepped in. Dawad Chaarab says, stop tagging me. I don't deal with you hammies. Terrell says, stop fronting. You're a Hamite, nigga. Get over it. And I say he's too retarded to see that. Thinking he Indian, them motherfuckers are state. And he don't got none of their features. He mad at himself, like most Dominicans hate blacks. Nigga look like a munchie chief. For those of you who don't know what that is, that was like a doll that like kind of resembled a monkey. But he ain't black. That fucking Coca-Cola. That's a derogatory term in Dominican Republic for a black person. They call them Coca-Colas, which means monkey or coconut. No, I'm sorry. It means coconut. So
Yeah.
How you look at a coconut sideways, it got the 3 holes on it, the 3 dots, and they say that's like basically like a monkey. And they put black people as to looking like that, showing the same hate. If you live anywhere around Dominicans or interacted with Dominicans, and they will tell you with a straight face, I'm not black. Just like how you see a lot of Cape Verdeans will half claim African, but the majority of the time they claim Portuguese, even though they're black as hell. Right? Terrell says, bro, tells me, bro, you just bodied this nigga. Rob comes out and says, you can't prove with sources or DNA that the American Indians are extinct. You literally got nothing. What the fuck is a munchies? Right? I said, nigga is sad. A Dominican blacker than me and will look you right in the eye and say, Poppy, me no black. Right? The Dawad says, nigga, you dumb. The Dominican said that it's literally black as fuck. Charcoal skin, woolly hair and all. Bro, you called me white when we first met, but now I'm black. No, I wasn't calling you white. Quit the bullshit. You only switch it up now because y'all mad. I'm saying Negroes aren't Israelites. Now you hear that, right? What I was trying to show them. Who's that?
That's me. Go ahead.
Okay. What I was trying to get him to realize when I was calling them these things, I'm like, you're either white or you're African. You're not Native American. They've been extinct. They have been breeded out by the white man. The white man came through and saw all those women. Just like you see in the Bible when they went and destroyed the Midianites. You see the same thing. Kill all the women that's with child and had a husband and go to town, have your way with all the virgin women, the women that not married. Terrell, I don't know how to do both. If you can set it up, like that'd be cool. I don't know how to do it out here, and I don't have time to figure it out. I have to do it on the next show.
What is he asking to do?
He said his data's too slow to come on the show. He wants to do a group chat as well and go live on both. I guess I'll probably set up a group chat, but niggas gonna come in with now I want to get rid of my little lesson explanation first. Then we can open it up. Let's get down to the other stuff here. They go on with a bunch of foolish stuff. Yeah, this is why I said, why is your God got a Hamite African name? Jarrell says, maybe because it's African. Jose with his Dawad Chaarab. This dude hates himself, right? That's what's happening when you try to fit in. You just look like a flunky. Can you clowns prove Yahawah is an African name? That's easy. Yahawah was written in the Canaanite script, which is what? An African language. Right? So he says, so that doesn't make his name African. Hebrew is the language of creation. Its origins are not found with Canaan. The Canaanites spoke the same language as Israel because they ended up learning it. Right?
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
He has absolutely no evidence for that. Yup. Hebrew is the language of creation, right? I said that's one West doctrine, word for word, which it is. You would have asked me when I was a Hebrew Israelite, that's exact same. I would have said Hebrew is the first language of the earth. Right? I said that's one West doctrine, word for word. That is a African language, cuneiform in hieroglyphics predated. Language was changed at Babel, right? In the Bible's biblical story. So how can Canaan, Babylonians, and Cushites be speaking the same language? He says no. Canaan mixed, listen to this, y'all. Canaan mixed with fallen angels, even after the flood. The Canaanites learned it from them, while Abraham learned the language from Michael, from the angel Michael. So again, the origins of the language is not found within Canaan. That's his explanation for it. This nigga gonna throw some angels up the mix.
Wait. Kilby, pause for a sec. Now he's gonna have to prove these fallen angels because I've heard that.
I know that. Let me go. Right? I say fallen angels. We are having a reality discussion. You just injected beings, angels, in a man that has no evidence of ever existing. While I'm giving you things that are proven fact. He goes to say, sir, the Hebrew is found within the pyramid text. So it's much older than you think. Angels are real, period. Get the IDGF. What does that mean? I don't give a fuck what you believe. I believe in the Torah, right? That's just dismount. This is what happens when they're caught and they try to dismount, right? And we're gonna see. Now, him struggling, he throws this up. It says, spell from Egyptian pyramid text, states in a Semitic language, but written in hieroglyphics. Mother snake, says, mucus. Credit image courtesy of the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. The first revelation of the earliest continuous Semitic text ever deciphered has taken place in the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. What that's supposed to be? Go ahead, Chris.
He uses, listen to this. This is how stupid they are and dumb they sound. He uses a Hebrew scholar to prove Hebrew, but none of these so-called Hebrew scholars ever prove the original text. They can never show you an original text. You ask them, can you show me an original text? They show you Aramaic. That's the first thing they do. And then they say, oh, this is the language of creation. So then they fall into showing you something figurative and speculative instead of showing you something literal that can be proven factual. That's their dismount. That's how they keep everybody confused with this nonsense. It's no different than anybody else. Whenever you're talking to these Israelites, you start questioning them. They start appealing to the authority, which is their belief, appealing to belief in the King James Bible, which is a translation, by the way. It can't even be the authority because it's a translation. And then they begin to appeal to belief and appeal to sympathy once you catch them. And then they try and throw something else in there to throw you off. Well, did you know that? Listen, man, I have kidney failure. We heard it yesterday.
Yep.
Somebody said that because they couldn't prove their point. Oh, yes, he's the Witchfinder General indeed. Because I used to be all like, no, let me handle it, B. He said, no, I got this. He had it. You guys appeal to a belief. And a belief is something substantiated on the fact that you can't prove it.
Yep.
You
And we're
can't
gonna see
prove it. Go ahead.
Yep. We're gonna see it. Now look, I said you can believe in angels all you want, but not in this discussion. You can't prove angels. You have to physically prove angels mixed with the man to have existed. You have to prove that the angels mixed and that the man too have existed. The topic is Yahawah has an African name written in an African language. The pick proves my point anyway. Stay on top. Now watch this, y'all. Watch this. So this conversation is pointless. This is the dismount. This is how we dismount out the conversation. So this conversation is pointless and not fruitful. How is it not? You always want to talk about shit that's centered on Torah, but when we give the Torah answers, you don't want to accept. So why even bother talking about the Hebrew language at all, right?
He never
I'm
proved.
dealing with that.
He never proved the Hebrew language, though. He never proved it. But he still
And now
appeals back to it.
Yep.
That's called a logical fallacy.
Says, I'm dealing with fact. I said, I'm dealing with fact while your God got a Hamite African name. What's the Hebrew language? No such thing. Jarrell comes in and tells Dawad, where in scriptures does it say angels mixed with Canaanites? And that's how they knew the language. No, nigga. They picked up on the language through the Hebrew stocks and Abraham kin, the Assyrian Armenian, and perhaps through stones riding left from the pre-flood civilization, right?
Now they still talking fantasy, but at least Jalil tried to bring some transparency to it, I guess.
Yeah, he got his own little thing going on, but we was a team at the time, and shit, right?
Right.
Dawad says, Jarrell, show me cars, right? He totally changes this shit up. Jarrell, show me cars in the Torah.
Oh, hold on, real quick. Hold on, B, hold on. This is what they do. They throw something out there as bait. See, this is how to catch a Hebrew in his bullshit 101 that y'all listening to. And what Sonetta does, they throw an insult, they throw a distraction, they throw a something that has nothing to do with what you're talking about out there so you can bite on it as bait to change the conversation. Exactly. Don't fall for that. Just like do like Sonetta do. Hey man, we ain't talking about that right now. Or stay right on it. Because people don't like me because I keep your ass in the fire when I ask you a question. And in a minute, I gotta get ready to go let Devanya back in the house because she's scratching at the door. So go ahead, Killah B, keep doing what you're doing.
Yep. It says showing right? He said now, he said, Jose, talking about Dawad, said, Jose, why you keep repeating what I said? You still didn't catch on. Dawad said, because I was showing how retarded logic is, how your logic is, dog. Then I said, but yet you still haven't proven you descended from Israelites.
Thank you.
From another conversation, right? That was going on at the same time. Or Yahawah is not written in the African language, right? Listen what he says. Look at the dismount. I'm not speaking to you. Only to niggas who believe in Torah. Go away. Now he don't want to talk to me. Then I said, exactly. You got no answers. Because Quanah ran out of his bullshit to help you with. Now you mad. Then I tell Jarrell, dude mad now. He got no answers. Nothing to stand on. Dawad says, yep, I'm mad. And Quanah got nothing to feed me. That's right. I'm humiliated. Whatever.
Yeah, we beat
What will I ever
Canal
do?
Loa up a long time ago over here,
Yep.
so that ain't nothing.
And Jarrell says, he just proved he's 30% African. He said, dude's a fraud. Uncle Tomb. Uncle Ruckus. Right? So I go to show, which we're going to see in a little bit from another conversation, that I asked him for sources to prove that he is an Israelite. But what he does, he gives me sources to prove that all these people, this random motherfuckers out of the whole Americas are Israelites. And he hasn't read Harvey probably or any of these books. What he did was copy and paste something that Quanah Loa put up. And he put it in the chat like it was his own stuff.
We call it
And
quote mining. You hear me?
Right.
Quote
What they
mining.
call it?
You quote mine somebody. Quote mining. That means you either skim through a book to pull out the information that you want to see without getting the proper understanding of it, and or you go to somebody else's work and you quote mine them on Facebook and copy and paste it as if you're the one who read it or you found that source of information.
Right.
Also, plagiarism. That's called plagiarism, when somebody else has put the work in and you go copy and paste it and act like you're the one who done it. No,
right.
That's called quote mining. You quote mine people, the Israelites, they like to quote mine books. And also from that, they also like to sit back and copy and paste everybody else's work from each other. Trust me, I know y'all do it. I did it one time, and my dad caught me doing that and said, don't you never let me catch you doing that again. Yep. I keep telling y'all, if y'all don't study for yourselves, you're going to look like this idiot right here. Now, let me say something real quick. And Yahweh or Yahawah ain't even an African God. He's not. It's not African in ontology. It's not African in theosophy. It's not African in practice. We did not deal with books. Okay, we dealt with rites within an initiation. Okay, and if we're talking about Africa, what part of Africa are we talking about? See, these are the things people got to begin to understand and stop being so nebulant with their arguments, especially when you're dealing with these Israelites. Okay, now was the deity known as Yahweh in Canaan? Probably. We don't really know. It's so nebulant. You can't really figure it out. Hell, the Pharaoh, whoever he was in the Bible, he said, I don't even know this God you're talking about. Moses, the hell is you talking about? Where's his wife? Where's Yahweh's wife? Because all the Netters had wives. They had a female counterpart. So before we even get into all of that, we got to begin to understand what it is that we're stating, why we're stating it, and what we're arguing about here. Nobody know where this YHWH nonsense come from. If he wasn't there, he wasn't even there in the beginning. You don't get Yahweh until Genesis chapter 2. So I guess Moses forgot to say that Yahweh created the earth in Genesis chapter 1. It said Elohim. Then you get Yahweh in chapter 2. So I would love for one of you Israelites to come on here right now. I know you're listening. Come deal with Killah B. You ain't even got to deal with me today. Just come on here and deal with Killah B. Y'all got a problem with everything he posts? Come deal with him. Let us know why you're mad. I'm not even saying nothing. Judanaz, you can come on here too and explain how can a biblical character create a language and be cited for a source for lingua franca? Please let us know that. How does Aram prove y'all created the Aramaic language? You got to be shitting me. And that is horrible and lazy scholarship. Because Aramaic is a Cushitic language. The Babylonians were Cushitic, a Cushitic people. That's why it's still spoken in Ethiopia to this day. Don't come at me with that Ethiopia bullshit that they're Israelites, because not all of them claim that. And don't come at me with
And
that
the ones
Lemma
that
tribe shit either. What'd you
even
say,
the
bro?
ones that claim it can't prove it. The oldest
Right,
people that claim it, that they found that claim it can't prove it.
right.
And the
Y'all,
people even heard them that said it, like, that nigga can't back that shit up.
right. These niggas on here talking about books. Books. King James, talking about the Lemba Israelites. How the hell they Lemba the original Hebrews when they walking around with King James Bibles? They don't even have an original text. Where's their original text? That's all I ever ask. Show me the
No,
original text. But when you're dealing with Egypt, guess what? They can go and show you their original text. People, they can show you their original text. They can say, here's the papyrus of Ani, the papyrus of Hunefa, the maximums of Ptah Hotep. They can show you original texts concerning these things. And all y'all can do is argue and appeal to belief. Because when you appeal, you're making an appellation towards something that you
got
believe that you can't prove. So scholastically, you're already beat up in the entire conversation. And then when we go in the book and show you the contradictions in it, because it comes from either a J source, which is the Yahweh source, an E source, which is the Elohist source, the P source, which is the priestly source, or the D source, which is the Deuteronomistic source. So unless you understand all four of those sources, each one of those sources contain what? Different traditions and different writing methods and proys.
Yep.
See, now we getting deep with the conversation, and most Israelites ain't even ready to deal with that because you sitting on YouTube all day watching your leader. Fuck out of here. Way too advanced for y'all. I'm way too advanced for this shit. And if you're gonna prove that this is God, you got to prove the God. You got to show why this mother. Y'all first thing y'all got to do is solidify that a man named Moses existed. Give us a time and a date in which y'all was in Egypt as slaves. Because y'all didn't build the city of Ramses with mud brick, because the city of Ramses was made out of stone. What did y'all build? Because the people that built that, they were honored in their deaths.
Yeah. Let's see
Go
what
ahead,
else
handle your business, bro.
is what he does, right? Now, the
Expose that
sources he
clown.
gives me, if you go to look up most of them, they don't claim that the American Indians were Israelites. What they
Right.
did was said that their customs, some of their customs were like ancient Israelites. Now, we know that these customs that they spoke about were actually practiced by people all over the world. First fruits, circumcision, new moon. That stuff was dietary laws. They were doing that all. The Egyptians didn't eat pork. They practiced circumcision. You can go all over the globe. You see tribes in Africa follow these things. That don't mean that they're Israelites. Look at one of the things right here. Peruvian iniquities, 1857, for previous mentioned sciences. Page 9, Indiana kept Hebrew feet. Indians kept Hebrew feasts, ceremonies, customs, holy days, and dietary laws. Now, I thought when the Israelites go to this other land that no one else has known, that he will take all their customs and their language and everything away from them.
Exactly. Man,
So
dude,
why
please
are
let
they
me get
over
into some
here
of those. I'm sorry, go
with
ahead, bro.
fringes with borders of blue? So that cancels them out for being an Israelite right here. Now, let's say, you know what I'm saying? He goes on to say, wait, hold on, I'm gonna find, we're gonna come across it. Right? He said, did you refute the sources? Nope. And he gave you And he gave, so he admitting that he stole the shit from Quran and gave you the page where you can find it. He literally gave you a shortcut. Lazy Philistine dog. See? Now, this is a thing. These Hispanics want to be a nigga when it's convenient to be a nigga. When they got to go buy their weed or when they got to walk through the hood, you know what I'm saying? Then they want to be a nigga. But amongst themselves, this is what we are. Philistine, a.k.a. Canaanite dogs. That's code word for nigger.
And that's why Rob Rack be getting at them the way that he do.
Right?
I can't fault Rob Rack for that. I'm in agreement with Rob Rack on that. Go ahead.
Right? I tell you now, go sit down before Kanat make you a bigger fool of you. Putting up them bullshit ass fucking sources that don't even prove nothing. They're people suggesting speculation. Quinon's the GOAT, right? He's not on, y'all not on his level at all, right? I asked you to pick one of the sources from the list, right? Remember he said, did you refute the sources? No, right? I asked him to pick one of the sources from the list, improve it. Now call me a liar. I even suggest one of his sources to be a Mandy P. Hall book, right? That
a known theosophist, but go on here.
But you go to the page, it don't even mention what the fuck the shit's saying. You list it as a source and you never replied. Stop playing. I did reply. No, he didn't. Go back and read it. I left the last comment on that post. The fuck. Right? He goes on talking about Quinon's the GOAT. I said, yo, Quinon don't eat kitty. He smell like a goat. He can't even wash his ass and shit. Right? But anyway, dude washes with incense, charcoal, and salt. Right?
Literally.
Right?
He tried to come on there with this Temple Man shit and I burned his ass up. Yeah. I had a flamethrower ready for his ass.
All right, let me get to this thing. Right? Previous comments. Here we go.
Hey B, I'm about to hang up and come right back in because I'm finna go to lunch in a minute.
Okay, right on.
I'm about to come right back in. Let me just get my screen back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get down to this point here. All right, step in. Right? He goes on to say, Taino gang got this ass whooped by the Spanish. Right? Jarrell says that. I said an African was fucking the last queen of the i.u.i.c, which is true. When Ponce de Leon came to America, he brought a black man with him. And the black man ended up marrying the last queen of the i.u.i.c Indians. And then that got populated from there. So now here you see these i.u.i.c Indians also being reestablished with African people. And another thing, if Haitians are Levites, are those Haitians native to that land? That would make, if they're native to that land, that would make them the same tribe as the Dominicans, because the Dominican Republic and Haiti is on the same island. So the original inhabitants are the same people. That's proven fact that they were all i.u.i.c Indians that lived on that island. So how all of a sudden they're split? But the Haitians came on the slave ships over there and landed in the Dominican Republic also. So what about those slaves that ended up in the Dominican Republic, that ancestry is still in the Dominican, that current descendants or people that came after them are currently still in Haiti in the Dominican Republic? So how do your Shell tribe chart fit with that? Answer that question for me, please. Right? We're gonna move on. Right? He goes on with the white boy. Right? There's no longer any pure blood Tainos They're either mixed with white or African. Also, the Guanches, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, that migrated to Dominican Republic came via Africa before the slave trade. So there are Africans that came to the Dominican Republic before the slave traders even got there. And they populated that island too. And I said he's going 100 miles an hour now, trying to confuse and load the thread with bullshit to hide his bullshit. See, when you start to drop knowledge, what they'll do is fill the comment board up with bullshit, like any stupid insults, rants, and stuff. And what it does, it makes the thread longer and longer, so people can't see exactly what's going on because nothing stays on point. And that's what we're seeing here. And you're going to see how somebody else jumps in and get scattered off again and so he comes in trying to help him. And it doesn't work. Right? Dawad says, I'm not black. If so, he says, I'm not black. Look at this nigga. He ain't black, though. He's not black, though. Let me show you something. This dude ain't black. Look at that curly ass hair. Where do those kinks in his hair come from? Jewish people? It came from Jewish people? That nigga holding up a goddamn menorah and shit. He holding up a menorah with a Dominican flag around his neck. Look at the nigga nose. Look at the nigga lips. And you trying to tell me that's not a Negro feature? That he don't descend from Negroes? That what you trying to tell me? Look. They ain't no Negro? Somebody of Negro descent? Negro or Caucasian descent?
Yeah, he definitely is he does definitely has Negro descent
Now, show
features.
me where,
I mean, you could tell.
Show me where the earwax had hair like his. The explorer said the earwax had straight hair. They had straight hair. That don't look like straight hair. Why does their hair look like that? Why when you go to the northern, the Western Americas, you go to the Mexicans, their hair is straight, but yours is curly. When you go look at the Peruvians that been there from the beginning, their hair is straight. And we all know those people, that's where the earwax descended from. They descended from South America, and they came into the islands with their straight hair. And you sit here with curly hair, denying your African descent. With your big lips, denying your African descent. With your wide nose, denying your African descent.
Yep, he's an African, all right.
See the foolishness? You see the foolishness, people? Right? And this is what it goes into. We talking real shit, and listen what they got. So if Killah B wouldn't have called me a white boy when I first met, and Negro only wouldn't reject me, also Chris Harris called us white and mongoloids too. Y'all full of shit face. Let's see what really going on here. Me, Negroes are not Israelites. Fuckity fuck niggas. I'm mad that he said we're not Israel. So let's call him a Negro to that way he is also a Hamite. That simple, right? Here comes his little boy come in.
Now pause for one quick second. Read the second paragraph or the second line, like before at the end of it.
Second line from the bottom, you mean?
Yeah, second line from the bottom.
Negroes are not Israelites.
No, not that one. Where it says, before it says, I'm mad. Before that.
I'm mad.
Okay.
What the fuck
Negroes are not Israelites. The next line down.
Fuckity fuck niggas.
Now,
I'm
where
mad.
does he get that?
Oh, he gets that from
Wait,
Judah.
pause that. Where
He
does
gets
he
that
get
from
that from?
Yeah, he got that from Judah Nasty. Yup.
See, another cult-like behavior. You
Yeah.
got caught
And,
again, Judah Nazareth.
and
See,
let me tell
this
you,
is
and you
your.
know who I caught doing that today? Know who I caught doing that? That dude Zamar. That old nigga Zamar. That be co-signing Judah. I caught him saying, man, you crazy as all get out. See how these niggas put spells on your ass, got you talking like these motherfuckers? Right? Let's move on. What you look like, right? My Shah Dawad, this dude, this white Jesus looking motherfucker want to know, look, this white Jesus motherfucker want to know what the fuck I look like, right? This motherfucker want to know what I look like. Nigga, you look like Jesus. Why Chaarab's hair not like his? Why that nigga hair straight? And then we got this nigga over here with his curly shit. How are they the same? What makes this person not look like this person when they supposed to stem from the same people? Look at his facial features. Look at his. Is that hard? Is that hard? I think not. Right? What you look like. Big talk, right? He's fat Albert ass nigga. Basically a fat black man with Cheetos stuck in his beard, right? See, anything but the truth with real shit, right? Figured. These guys claim native. Nah, black. That would be annoying if they did claim native. We already got enough annoying Negroes trying to claim they are the original natives of this land. Nothing but culture vultures. Now, y'all hear that? For all of y'all that be co-signed, now you hear that, what do you think of you? Nothing but culture vultures. Now, culture vulture. Now, how did you learn that you were an Israelite? That's what I want to know. How did you learn that you were an Israelite? I know you learned it from a black guy. You learned it from One West. They taught you that you're an Israelite. So now all of a sudden the people that taught you you're an Israelite, they're no longer Israelites. But the Most High just sent these heathen niggas to wake y'all up. That's what y'all trying to say? Y'all have to explain that shit, right? Now, culture vultures. Now let's check this out. This is the nail in the coffin. This is out of Ezra's. King Shalmaneser of Assyria captured them and deported them to a foreign land. East, not west, east of the Euphrates River. Verse 41. But when the 10 tribes decided not to stay in that land among the many Gentiles, so they moved farther east to a country where no human being had ever lived before. 42. There they hoped to keep their laws, which they failed to keep in their own country. When they had to make the difficult passage across the Euphrates, God Most High performed miracles for them and blocked the channels of the river until they had crossed over. Blocked the channels of the river until they had crossed over. Their long journey through that region, which is named Azareth, took a year and a half. and they have lived there ever since. Now, in these last days, they are coming back home. And once again, God Most High will block the channels of the river so that they may cross over. That is the meaning of the great crowd of peace-loving people you saw, right? So it says that Shalmaneser sent them east of the Euphrates River. Okay. Then I laugh at him and say, yo, doctor's down the tube. Try to bring Chris Harris laughing, right? And what did you prove in that exactly, right? I'm laughing because he don't get it. I'm waiting. King Shalmaneser of Assyria captured them and deported them to a foreign land east of the Euphrates River. But the 10 tribes decided not to stay in that land among the many Gentiles. So they moved farther east to a country where no human being. I repeated the same thing, right? I said, you can't read? Nigga, I read it. Make your point. See, you don't get it. I'm about now. See, look, he see it, and now he's trying to find a way out. I'm about to log off and won't be on till tonight. So this is your opportunity, right? Show me Azareth is America. He asked me, where is Azareth according to you? No, bitch, you came on my motherfucking post talking shit. I asked you a question. This is proving your lineage to Israel. Because that story that one West told that, I'm going to get to that. He asked me, where's Azareth according to you, right? Jarrell comes in and said, obviously still near the Euphrates, right? Nowhere is referring to America. So it takes almost, Dawad said, so it takes almost 2 years to walk from Assyria to the Euphrates. That's not what the story says. You expect me to believe that dog shit, but you believe angels came in and laid with some men and taught them niggas and shit how to speak Hebrew. But it was a creation. It was the language of creation. But it was the language of creation, though. But the Africans didn't know it. But they made the language, but they don't know it. They got it from an angel. But everybody knew that language, right? But the Babylonian shit happened and shit. No niggas still kept the language, among other people, right? They went east, right? So it takes almost 2 years. That's dog shit, right? And they went east. Now I showed them again, and they went east. Blocked river channels, not Atlantic Ocean. See, they blocked the river channels, not the Atlantic Ocean. Then they came back. This is it came back. What year you left and what? Now this is the banger. What year you left and what year Canaanites came and made you go off? Because he says that they were in their land practicing the laws until the Canaanites got there and made them go off and go pagan, right? So I asked him, what year you left Assyria and came to the Americas, and what year the Canaanites came to the Americas and made you go off, as you stated before. Did you walk across the Atlantic? So me, the Atlantic to I don't know what typo there. I mean the Atlantic to the east, and when you came back across. So like when you went to the Atlantic, across the Atlantic to the east, and when you came back across, right? I said, now in these last days, they are coming back home. And once again, God Most High will block the channels of the rivers. So when did that happen again? God Most High performed miracles for them and blocked the channels of the river until they had crossed over. Right? Now look, here's where they went east, across the Euphrates. Not across the Mediterranean through the Strait of Gibraltar, across the Atlantic, like the one West teach. Look here. This is showing The Assyrian Empire, right? This whole area right here, this whole peach area. Now, Shalmaneser, right? And Sargon is showing their deportation of the Jews, right? So-called Israelites, right? That's supposed to have been in 724, 729 BCE, right? They came up, they go to River Euphrates, there go the rivers where God supposedly held the channels, right? And then they went even farther east. America is the other way, is the other direction. This is east, to the right. To the left is west, is where America is. This is the Mediterranean Sea right here. On the left, that body of water. One west, let me see if I got it here on deck. Middle East. All right, look at this here. Check out this map. Right? Hebrew Israelites teach that they came from the Assyria. They came across all of this, right? And they say they didn't want to be where the Gentiles at, right? So you can say some Gentiles here in Greece and all that stuff. And they teach that they come through this little point right there. And that's what God held the waters back for them to come over across the Atlantic Ocean, across the whole fucking Atlantic Ocean to the Americas, right? That's what they teach. That's what he believes, right? But this nigga gonna try some slick shit. We're gonna see. I call him a brainwashed fool. Look, now, the oldest artifacts in America date to 1400 BC. That's way before Israel walked to America by 1,000 years. So artifacts lying 700 BC, Indians would have already, so the artifacts, I made some typos here. 700 BC, they left, right? The Indians would have known how to work with metals. So how was the Stone Age people? So how was they Stone Age people over there in the Americas? If they came from Assyria, they would already know how to work with metals, right? I thought no one else was there. You brainwashed. Now I explain that shit. You damn fool. You doing the same shit Negroes only do. Trying to focus on the dry of the streams part of the prophecy, ignoring the rest, which clearly does not fit any Eastern Hemisphere location. Azores means hidden land, right? Obviously it wasn't hidden because there was people there 1400 BC. It is a place where never mankind dwelt. Well, why was there people there in 1400 BC and you didn't get there to about 850 or whatever, 850, 900 BCE, right? It took almost 2 years to reach this place, right? It was in many Exodus cause the phraseology was different, right? Whatever, dude. All it's saying is when it's time for Israel to return home, Yahawah will dry the streams, just like it says in Isaiah 11. Okay, buddy. Stop lying, you bundle of sticks. Say, there they go. They got a night. I don't know. I'm just going to go on. Name me this supposed artifact found. Source and all, right? How does a fucking stream lead you to a fucking continent? Right? They went east, not west. Duh. Right? Dumb niggas. This is how Native Americans got here. Right? This is Earl Dawad. Right? He's saying they came from Australia over to the west side of the Americas and that they came across the Bering Strait to the west and came down. Right? Now, see how he's trying to jump Tropic while he run for help? He got no help, right? So look what this nigga did. He put this shit up. Oh no, this Joel put it up, showing how they got the Americans again, right? That's me putting up mines again, right? Look what this nigga gonna do. Euphrates River, right? Yes, you can, Joel. You fucking retard. Now, as much as I want to keep bodying you Hamites, like he's bodying us, really? Okay. This is how he say he got here. Now, if you notice, this is a fake line. This was made on his screenshot. That's not an official line right there. He did that with his phone. Showing that they came up across the Euphrates and then came down. If you crossed the Euphrates, then crossed the Euphrates and went farther east, you wouldn't be coming down through here. Let me go back to my photo, maybe get a better look at it. Right?
You would most likely be going to China if you're going further east. How far east? Like, depends.
Exactly. Right? He's saying that they went across this is Euphrates right here. And then it says they went farther east. It's showing them going farther east here. Where then it says that they went north, back down through the Euphrates River and out into the Indian Ocean. Then around the whole fucking continent of Africa. Now, if God held those waters back, right, while they came, that means there will be no surf hitting the eastern side of Africa, which the people of Africa on this whole coast, in this island here, and the Indians on the other side of India, on the eastern side of India, would have wrote about this spectacular event where the Most High held the waters back for a year and a half so these niggas could walk over here to South America. Show me proof that that happened. Right? That's fake. He's been seen that. And so why are they Mongolian? Right? Because they had a PBS special proving that the American Indians was the American Indians was closer in DNA. Like their DNA was close to the Asians. Right? Now, and no one else in Africa witnessed the waters. Still. Laugh out loud. Hot damn. So why are these Chinese writings found in the Americas? Why is Native American DNA linked to Asian population, which goes back to a subgroup of the Africans, who are the earliest hominids of African known, right? Now, this nigga that came in talking on that rah-rah, now he talking about he working now. Yeah, right? Terrell said you need to watch the Y chromosome Adam documentary, right? Then I said Native Americans and linked. He says Native Americans are linked to Asians, which are linked to the early subgroup of Africa, right? I told him no, he need to get out the cult and see why his cult leader Quanah won't come out, and see why his cult leader Quanah won't come out and debate us, right?
Wait, he has two cult leaders. Kanah's the first one. The other is Judah, because he goes key with him.
Yup. Terrell goes on to say Quanah fake ass priest. Masha, the Wab, the dude, the Jesus looking dude. Look, stupid son of bitches. Show me pics of what you think natives look like. Nigga, that's not what we talking about. Why are you trying to save this nigga? That's not what we talking about. And why my people fit the curses as well. Your people do not fit the curses, sir. What's the matter? No one else believes you. So you come in here to talk your shit, right? Well, that's y'all. I thought that was my post. That's y'all else. Shit, made a mistake. But right, look at them trying to get out now. Where is it? Where I left off. Working, okay. There he goes on to how Quanah and Judah stole the temple man from Tony Bardillo, right? Going on to Kabbalah shit, whatever, right? Son of bitches, he called me. Look, what not talking? That's not what I'm talking about. What the look Oh yeah, we're not talking about what they look like, but we can go there later. Deal with the info presented, sir. Don't try to change the topic, please. Then I asked say, Jarrell, you see that attempt? They know they boxed and puzzled, and Quinon's puzzled, and they puzzled. Quinon never showed that, right? Jarrell tells Mashad to shut your ass up. They're Mongolian-eyed, Australian-eyed, right? You have no point, you stupid fuck. See how they start acting? They act just like Quinon. When they can't understand nothing or explain something, you get called all types of it's similar to what Josephus said. I don't know who's talking.
What up, brother Hebrew?
Pause
everything. We gotta say hello to brother Hebrew
right now. What up, brother Hebrew? Who's popping? I was gonna hit you earlier. I was like, damn, it's too early to be hitting them up. Like the sun probably not even up over there. Yup. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
So we got no
drinking
point.
My juice, watching you burn the motherfucker up.
Hell yeah, you know what I do.
Yes,
see,
sir.
and what nations y'all claim? Now look, you see what they say? What nations y'all claim? No, nigga, y'all niggas on trial. You don't believe in Torah. So what's the motivation? Not getting enough views with your nonsense arguments. My shit ain't nonsense, homie. Because we sinned against Yahawah. The L was invitable, but still Taino gang, right? But you still claiming the wicked people, right? So, like I said before, they still embrace their wicked side of their culture, their lives, what they consider is wicked, right? They still are able to embrace it. Just like we saw the Israelite the other day with the chicken, the goddamn fucking chicken feathers and shit on his ear and on that big ass hatchet or whatever he had trying to sacrifice that damn ram. Right? But I thought that nigga had to go to work, right? That nigga had to go to work. He had to charge. Oh, that was Rel said he had to charge his phone. But we see these niggas be still talking. And this is 12 minutes ago and shit, but he supposed to be working. Right?
Hey, Killah. You know when he's asking you what tribe you know when he asking you what tribe you from? The nigga trying to switch the argument. He's trying to find fault.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. That's all he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Now he changing his shit, trying to say he hoped to keep the laws, right? But they was keeping the laws before. Know what I mean? They had the fucking border of blue with fringes. They say that. They say that they practice circumcision and the new moons and the feast days, right? Did I tell you can't prove an inch of that shit in or out the Bible? Look, y'all mad Taino gang, right? Well, what is that?
He said, y'all mad Taino gang. Hold on.
Yeah.
What is the Taino gang? Because if you're Puerto Rican, you're not a Taino.
They supposedly claim Taino, Arawak.
Yeah, it's something that y'all claim. They can't be Arawak. They come out of the Portuguese. They come from the Portuguese and the Spanish, which are one and the same. Yeah. They don't come from no damn Taino people. The Taino people will wipe the fuck out.
And there's more white people in the Dominican Republic than there are mixed Maritzos and mulattoes. Puerto Rico also. Those people are Europeans. They were wiped out. And there's some people that claim that Tainos never even existed, that shit just a story. And that it was the Arawaks, and Taino never even existed. But the islands were occupied by Arawak Indians, which were the same Indians that supposed to be in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Haiti, and Haiti and Dominican Republic or whatever, all those islands. And they came from, I believe it was Peru that they originated. and they moved across to the borders of the water and migrated up to the islands. But they were wiped out. And their last queen and sub was fucking in there. So, I don't know. Can't claim a goddamn thing. Can't claim a damn thing. Let's see the other I got. Here. Poor old Jordan Morgan. Let me see if I can find this thing when it was on my post. Through comment on. Let's see this idiot. Let's see if that's it. All right, this is the other one here. See, these camps are trash, but so are you, Killah B. What's the difference between you and the camps? Many differences, right? I don't believe in Christ. I don't believe Negroes are even Jakes. I don't believe in reincarnation. Don't believe in the New Testament shit. See, and like the New Testament shit, it always have to be some insulting thing. They learned that from their cult leader. And what that does is program your mind to hate. It programs your mind to hate. That's what that's for. The Jeebus, Jesus penis, know what I mean? How they make up all these names. These names, they're like programming to keep your ass dumb. So you won't want to look into these things. Oh, those nasty doo-doo eating Hamites. They'll say that. Why? That's so you won't go in and want to even listen to nothing about a goddamn Hamite. That's what that's for. So you won't even listen to a Hamite. And then you got, keep reading here. So you believe you're Israelite according to who? Now these are, I believe you're Israelite according to who? Right? Jane comes in. I tell him the coolest horses and shit. He's trying to come in and save the goddamn day and shit. He'll be working. A combination of things: archaeology, books, prophecy, and curses. Right? Okay. What archaeology and books prove you're Israelite? Many books, actually. I'll recommend some sources. Right? He names all this shit. A bunch of bullshit. You guys, you go to this, man, you can see it all and research it yourself and see if I'm fucking bullshitting or not, right?
This sounds like a case study on how to get involved with a cult 101. They're running all these different books talking about you in a cult, but they talking about you an Israelite. But then they run the Genesis, that chapter in Genesis. I think it's Genesis, what is it? Genesis 30, I can't remember, where they start talking about the blessings to each tribe. It don't say nothing about the word description of Israelites in that chapter. It's talking about the blessings that's going to happen in each tribe and what they represent. It don't say nothing about this is how you describe an Israelite by reading this chapter right here. The word description is not in there. Nothing that alludes to identity is written in that chapter.
Yep.
You show me that. Nothing that alludes to our identity or hidden identity or revealed identity is in that chapter at all. See, I'm going to just call it like it is. Y'all just some suckers. Y'all some suckers for the same. You know what? I'm going to take a step further. If you Dominican, Puerto Rican, and you that, go on right ahead. Be my guest. But for my people, don't be no sucker for this shit. Because when they get in there, they just want to use the Hermetic hypothesis in order to call you a nigga behind the bay back. And this is why God keep cursing your asses.
Even comedians talked about that. And you up in the elevator, Puerto Rican be talking about you a goddamn dog in the elevator.
Now they use religion.
My boy worked at a clinic, right? my boy worked at a clinic, right? Back in the day. My boy Chose, right? Like when people they get burned and shit, they go there to get their shit right. So like I came in to go check him one day, and I'm sitting in the lobby, and these Hispanic motherfuckers, they looking over at me and saying, like, basically, they was like, yo, wonder what this Cocolo got. Like, know what I mean? Well, this Negrito, this Moreno guy. I wonder what this Moreno got. This motherfucker probably got AIDS. Like, know what I mean? Saying some shit. And then they found out that I'm not there to get checked out. They there to get checked out. And I knew they were talking to me in Spanish, like, know what I mean? Because I could pick up on like some of the shit, what they were saying. Right? So I just looked at them and just smiled like a Cheshire cat. When they found out that I wasn't burnt up. I was like, yeah, I looked at them. Y'all the niggas that's up in here. Y'all need help.
Not me, goddammit. Y'all the ones that's up in here, not me.
Yup.
And I know what's up. I see y'all gang. As a matter of fact, when they get up in there and they say something about a Hamite, because ain't no such thing as a Hamite. Who's Ham's mother? Ask yourselves that. Who was the wife of Ham? What was his wife's? It said 8 people got off the boat. Okay, so how did 8 people populate the whole motherfucking earth? It said after the flood, 8 people were alive. Who did they mate with? Talk to us. Tell us that. Flood this and flood that. Who did they mate with?
With each other.
I'll make your ass say I don't know real motherfucking fast. I go to the origin of this shit. Y'all still ain't told us who the Pharaoh of the Exodus is. And if you keep saying Tutmosis, then who did he kick up out of there? He kicked them nasty ass Hyksos, goat herding, ignorant motherfuckers up out our land. You damn right. Stop playing games. Identify what we're asking you and answer the questions. Y'all talking about, y'all act like y'all got the authority on who is who on this earth. I'm listening to this one dude talking about all them tribes in Africa is Israelites. They don't have their practices. Oh, they practice blowing shofars, circumcision, first fruits. Man, those are all seasonal and processional holidays that we were already practicing. Egypt was already doing it. Blowing shofars ain't nothing new. That's old. Y'all eating the blood of Jesus and drinking his blood and eating his bread. We was already doing that to Asar. Jesus takes the form of the sacrificial bull now. That's when the Ram of God became the Lamb of God. But when we tell y'all these things, y'all want to argue. But we proving it. See, you can say whatever you want about Africa or anything. They got history that says, hey, we was already doing that. So you can't come up to them. You can't come up to them and say, oh, no, yours is wrong and ours is right. With what? A King James version? You sound silly. Ad hominems. I know how you Hebrew Israelites get down when you can't answer no questions. You throw the ad hominem out there for the distraction. But you can't compete socially, economically, scholastically. Y'all behind. Y'all believe a book. You appeal to a belief. That's what you appeal
They
to.
Behind already.
Idiots.
Oh, they behind already. They're some straight asses.
They acting like God sitting up on a damn on a damn throne somewhere writing books, giving people books and shit. Now how foolish that sound when he gave you a mind. Ask them this question. Why is the law feminine? They can't even break that down. Go ahead, B. My head hurt. My arm's starting to hurt.
as we can see, how they tried to change the shit up. I said, okay, but I asked for proof. You're an Israelite. Are you Peruvian or Mexican? He showed me shit on that. And he's from the Dominican Republic. I asked, was he an Israelite? And can he prove that he is? Wouldn't use them because they don't prove they're Israelites, right? He says, how don't do sources prove my people are Israelites? We can provide over 40 books detailing the Hebrew cognates within our culture. No, you can't. No, you can't, nigga. That's a lie. Our people referring to themselves as Israelites, and even other people calling us Israel. Right? It's not proof. No, it's not. Know what it is? They're Christian fanatics that are calling you that. A lot of the explorers were Christian fanatics. And they're looking for things. But yet, if the tables are switched and niggas brought sources out to try to prove it for the Negroes, you wouldn't have a problem with it. Yeah, you would. Just like Chris Harris used to always say bullshit like scholars called the Israelites of iniquity black. They did. It's really just doubles. The ones that said it said that. It's really just double standards at this point, right? You never read those sources. Pick a source from a list about how about P. Hall's source? Yes, I actually had read some of them. The ones I was able to read off PDF, I am still halfway more books. Like, for example, History of the American Indians by James Aldar. The primary source has spent 40 years living amongst the natives and penned down a variety of customs that they follow that mirrored Israel's customs. You can do that with Canaanites. You can do that with Egyptians. You can do that with Cushites. You can do that shit with motherfuckers all over the world. The natives had pinned down a variety of customs that were followed that mirrored Israel's customs. So I don't want to hear any nonsense. If now you want to say sources don't prove one is Israel, what methodology should we employ, right? Also, I want you to explain how the sources I cited is not evidence. Where the Amerindians all on shrooms every time they said they was Israel or just hallucinating, right? They didn't say they was Israel. Why would they say that they're Israel when the word Israel wasn't even used? Why would they call themselves Israel? What didn't they say in the ancient Hebrew name? So how the explorers wrote down and say, yo, we from Israel.
And how can Hebrew, watch this, how can Hebrew, I keep telling y'all, Hebrew is not a language. It's not. It denotes what people were doing, crossing over. It's not a language.
Now check this, Chris, right? Now, if the explorers came over there and said that they were speaking Hebrew, what type of Hebrew were they speaking? They had them speaking ancient Hebrew, right? Now, the explorers said it was Hebrew. But when this artifact right here, the Los Ludo stone, which ain't nothing but Canaanite writing, why didn't they learn what language this was until well into I think it was the late 1800s or early 1900s. They didn't even know what the fuck this shit here was. So how they know what those Indians was dealing with and not know this until the late 1800s and 1900s?
I'm gonna really make them look bad again. How in the fuck did y'all decipher Ramses' name in Hebrew in the 16th 11 Bible? How did y'all decipher the name Ramses when Ramses' name wasn't deciphered until around the 17th century CE, Common Era, or I think it's the 18th century Common Era? How in fucking hell? This is why I'm gonna bust your ass, Orthodox Moor. You not ready for me. You think you are. I'm gonna tear your ass up. They were never there. This is a story that bangs on African pride, the the crown of Africa. It talks about Africa like it ain't shit, and it gave a flood so it can take all the history up out of Africa and start it right there at Turkey, where these people came from. This was part of the Indo-European migration into what they call Asia Minor. And they came out of the motherfucking mountains and they began to do all type of wickedness. And Africans began to mix with them and they began to develop a inferiority complex because Africa was the crown jewel at the time and all of our empires in Nubia and in Egypt was running shit. That's why. And when they took what they did with the flood was try to wash away your history so they could start anew coming out of Mount Ararat. Now, are you Turkish? No, you're not Turkish. You are African. You are a descendant of the people that got off them boats. And don't tell me about no name Yahweh or Yakub or whatever. That name was common in Africa to be named something like Jacob or Jacob. It's a common name that don't mean and it don't prove no goddamn magical land or no magical God. Cause y'all got to prove the motherfucking God at this, excuse my language, the damn God at this point that he ordained y'all to go in there and steal the land which y'all say belong to y'all. You got to prove that he was the one that ordained it and y'all can't do it. This is where y'all will fail every single time. You got to appeal to the belief that God gave you a piece of land that ain't even yours. According to the genealogy, it's African land. He wasn't what the God wasn't smart enough to sit up there and create his own land for his own people. He couldn't say this is the Israelites' land. He couldn't do that. Why not? I created them specifically for them. Stop it. And Dawad Chaarab or Chaarab or whatever your name is, people, you were never in the Levant, nor were you ever in the Nile. Stop trying to steal our history. You're a mixture of Portuguese and Dutch and Spanish. You are not a Taino. Y'all make shit up as you go. And I'm on my people's ass too about all this Indian shit. Just say it, nigga. Your people are the product of enslavers. Your people enslaved my people. That's why you join them Israelite cults so you can use the word Hamite just to call my people what you really want to say. A nigga. That's why you do that. That's why they let them in there. More and more, you see more pale skinned people or Caucasian people usurping and climbing their way to the top in these organizations. Why? Because they're going to be up there and they're going to be disrespecting our brothers and sisters, saying black people are Hamites like this motherfucking guy is doing right now. Glory to the one true creator. No praise to that God in Israel. Because even in his book, he say, why do you pray to a God that cannot save you? So with that logic alone, he has done nothing. So why pray to him?
Now look at this here. Check this out.
Ain't
Now,
that divine?
if what
Oh,
year
them
did
woolly mammoths, my bad.
oh damn, you ain't shit. Oh damn. What year did the Israelites left the Syrian captivity and made their way over to Azareth? What year was that, Chris Harris?
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that question?
What year did the Assyrians got deported and they went out into this foreign land as in Second Ezra? They
Oh, you mean
retaliate.
what
Yeah.
year did the Israelites leave Assyria? Leave Assyria?
Yeah. What year?
We
You
we
know?
looking probably around sometimes around the 5th century BCE, middle of the 5th century BCE, when they left us.
All right.
Yeah, that's when the Babylonians came. I'm sorry, when the Persians came and defeated the Babylonians, because the Babylonians defeated the Assyrians. Go ahead.
They said like I got something here that said around 745, 700. The Syrian Empire. I
Oh,
say
you're talking about the Assyrian. That's during the Assyrian invasion. That's the Assyrian invasion, bro.
and when they left, they supposedly came to Americas according to one
Oh,
document.
okay. So you're talking about when they escaped the Assyrian invasion then. Yeah, they said
Right.
they ran. Yeah, okay. That's a different scenario. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That was the 7th century BCE.
Okay. Right. And it took a year and a half for them to get to Azareth. Right. So that would leave them at what? What, about 500,
Yeah.
650, 500 BC? Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, then in America, they didn't get to America to 500 and something BC. Right. But we got here. Go back to the beginning. This website are these people that do appraisals, artifacts, right? It said we're independent and professional authentication service and specialize in evaluation of damn, the hell is that? That's you, Chris, doing all that eating a cheeseburger? I think you're trying to get in a box of chicken. All right. Said the independent professional authentication, problem that word. Service is specialized in evaluation of prehistoric ancient relics from the Paleo period, Archaic period, Woodland period, and Mississippian period from all over the U.S. and Canada, going back to 14,000 years ago. Going back 14,000 years. So if they got artifacts that go back to 14,000 years ago, right? Let's give them a break. Woodland period or the Mississippian period, right? That's the earliest they got. Go back. Mississippian period. Oh, shit. Goddamn. Go back 3,000 years ago, right? The Woodland period they got going 6,000 years ago.
Fry right there, grab the fry.
Then they got 9,000 years ago. The Paleo period, 14,000 years ago. So who were these people that were in the Americas before these so-called Israelites came to America? But they supposed to be going to a land where nobody else ever known. Why is these niggas here 6,000 years ago, 9,000 years ago, 14,000 years ago? Why they have records of these artifacts being that old when Israel didn't even get there? But you claim, Chaarab claims that the Native Americans, the Israelites that came to Syria, were there first. And then the Canaanites came and corrupted them. And then came and corrupted them. So somebody explain that. Even at the earliest, 3,000 years ago, that's still gonna put it at what, Chris? That's gonna put it at like 2,000, 1,000 years from that. That's what? That's 1 BC. And they left what? That's 1,000 BC. So they left Assyria at 700 BC. So that's still stating that there were people in the Americas in the Mississippi before they even left. Before they left, there were people in the Mississippian period. They have proof. They got woolly mammoths. They got woolly mammoths and shit with arrowheads and shit in their asses and shit. They got that. So how are you gonna try to tell me these stone artifacts, the ancient those Israelites, they're in Assyria, Assyria started working with metals in what year? Anybody know? All right, let's ask this shit.
1400
When did
BCE. The bronze. Hold on. The bronze period. 1400 BCE.
There you go. So you think those Israelites would have been sitting over there and not
Damn, I'm
working with no
good.
metal?
I'm good.
And
I
not
am
working with no
good.
metals? And not knowing how to smelt metals, rocks, and stuff, and get iron and bronze or whatever from it. You trying to tell me they sat over there? How long was they in captivity? How long they was in captivity, y'all? So they sitting over there for all that time and not know how to work with metals, and they was enslaved and not know how to work with metals. You think you know how hot it is? You got to be the fucking work with some metals. That flame got to be hot, and you got to be tending to that shit. You think they was doing it? Hell no, they had them doing it. If it happened, we saying that it happened. So now you got to prove it because we're using your doctrine and proving it wrong with your own logic and shit. Like, know what I mean? This shit is retarded. Y'all see it? This shit predates that timeline. So how could this be a land where nobody else was? These people was already practicing their shit and everything. And these niggas had arrowheads. Look.
That's game over.
Period. Listen, look.
People don't even know what they're looking at.
Yeah, they still looking at, they still working with stone. Making arrowheads out of shells and shit. And flint. Look. They're making pipes and everything. Damn, those shit's expensive as fuck. They be selling pipes for goddamn $500. Goddamn. Look, arrowheads. All this made Ohio County. Knife was found in Franklin, Ohio County, and it's made from Delaware chert. It measures 4 inches, whatever. See? But they want to claim Israel and right back on their asses with this Los Lunos stone. So if those niggas are speaking and writing Hebrew, why those people during Civil War period didn't know what this language was? And the explorers know what it was and know how to read it? But they couldn't decipher this until like the late, I don't even think it was the late 1800s. I think it was into the 1900s until they deciphered that shit. These motherfuckers are stupid. And an African language. And wasn't they supposed to rebuild the temple? How they rebuilt the son of a bitch and they came to America? No, that was the Summer Kingdom. They got out. My bad. I fucked up. But yo, this shit is crazy though. This shit is bad crazy. Anything else I need in that?
That's a cut right there.
Yeah. So what
See
you
how this
fail
was
to
done,
realize?
Judah?
Yup. Not proving Israel is not proving. It's suggestive. Do you realize Jewish customs was practiced by many cultures way before Israel was in a book? New moon, circumcision, first fruits was practiced by cultures around the globe. So it's not evident. So it's not evidence. Plus, we can show biblical stories that was written before the dates referenced in the Bible. But the question was directed to you. So I want to know, where do you line up in this being an Israelite? See, he admits this Israelite custom multiple cultures. That's not what I'm referring to, though. I'm talking about a few customs here and there. I'm not talking about a few customs here and there. I'm talking a multitude of parallels to that, to the point it would be foolish to chalk it up to mere coincidence. Not to mention these other cultures weren't really claiming to be descendants of Israel like the natives were. The natives ain't claimed to be that either. But notice you didn't answer my question. Since you no longer want to go off documentation since it goes against your worldview, where I said that shit. What methodology do you recommend? I already told you that. When now to answer your question, I do not have any proof that I, as an individual, am emphatically an Israelite. Thank you. So only go off our people groups. And since according to our research, we have come to the conclusion that the American Indians are Israelites, and anyone claiming American ancestry, that is in the Hebrew Israelite community, will be self-identified as J. Now that's the stupidest ass shit I ever heard in my goddamn life. So I like my pretty high chances of being an Israelite. And if I'm not, it doesn't change anything because, as I said, the camps are lying about the Gentiles not being able to serve Yahawah. I will have no problem being a Gentile. Now, you see that foolish bullshit right there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God, yo. Oh, my God. He claimed to be an Israelite, showing this shit, but he can't prove his descent. He can't prove it. He like, goddamn, these niggas pulled all this shit. These niggas waiting to pull the big guns out for me. I keep running my mouth. So let me calm this shit down a little bit. Let me admit to some of this shit. I admit to the smaller shit, man. Them niggas will let off my ass. The documentation that he's showing is not showing evidence of them people being descended from the people from the East. From the Israelites. Not saying they come from the East. From Israelites. Ain't none of them niggas are speaking Hebrew. And the American Indians got how many different languages? When Hammerhead Adasa tried to say that the American Indians call on a higher. Talking about that, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, is talking about Yahawah. That's the stupidest ass shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. Talking about they saying hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. That's talking about a higher. I said, if you don't sit your fool ass down and shit, that dumb shit, and I said, what language is that in? Right? I showed her a list of American Indian languages. Ain't none of them shit sound like no goddamn Hebrew. Not one. So if all them niggas are speaking Hebrew and Israelites, why they got like fucking hundreds of different fucking languages? And none of them motherfuckers relate to Hebrew. Not one. Show me one Indian language that sounds like Hebrew. That has Hebrew characters. Show me one. And if y'all motherfuckers is still kicking in the islands and shit, where is y'all language of writing Hebrew? But y'all got the Los Ludos stone there. So where are those surrounding Indians in that area speaking Hebrew? Please show me. Let's take a look at the chat here. Damn. Ron Artest is now called Metal World Peace. Prime example of individuality. You are your story. You make your own life narrative. The script is yours. That nigga got down with fucking Polite. I ain't fucking with that doofy nigga. I heard that same dumb shit before too. Yahawah, i.u.i.c, is first person is not a name and is used in the Hebrew Bible to mean I will or shall be. I don't know where that came from, y'all. But all right, maybe it's something in the chat. Jimmy James, hope you didn't pick that name. Squiggly line man's at it again. Select high frequency choices. Yo, it's hot as fuck in here, yo. Where is this heat? Yo, it must be hot as a motherfucker outside. Yeah, that shit damn sure coming in here, yo. Shit hot as shit in this motherfucker. Shade, stop. Yeah, let me just say what up to everybody in the chat. Squiggly Lion Man, Jimmy James, the Hitman Heart, i.u.i.c. Shamiyan, I am Jesus. Okay. The Hitman Heart. Said that already. Sister Amber, what up? Brother Hebrew. Hebrew, you still at the panel? Yeah, Hebrew still up there. Moral Compass. Yeah, you can call in, dude. I put the link down in the chat. Still around. Check it out. Shit. All right. Okay, get that out of the way. Who else? Moral Compass, Aunt Lemon Pepper, Akia Willie here. What up, sis? And Cozy, what up, bro? Hey, I was in the zone. I didn't get a chance to check out the chat when I first started. Thank y'all for coming in. Happy to see a variety and stuff is coming in. That's what's up. Yeah, dude, fucking shit. There ain't really much else to say. I asked the nigga in the debate now if they want to go into proving they got the curses, we can do that shit too. I can hog tie their asses on that. And I've been asking this dude to debate me for like months now. And he talks a lot of shit in the chat. His mouth is reckless as fuck, but he won't step in that ring. Neither will his cult daddies. His cult sugar daddies. Neither will they either. Yahawah or Judah Nazara. And what they do, they sit back and let their flunkies come at us and buy up time. So they get time to burrow down somewhere and not be seen. Hey, Sister P. Thank you. Thank you for supporting us. Coming on. Always happy to see you here. You're always invited here. Shamiyan acted up in the chat. Like, fuck that. I can't talk reckless out here, but I get on that Facebook. Get them niggas. Oh, he's sharing the thing they share with Shamiyan. Brother Heru.
What's up, Killah?
Chillin', man. You know how we gotta do this and shit.
I heard that.
Yeah, burn that. Keep their asses burned up.
Burning.
Keep their asses burned up. Damn, I got a lot of places.
It sounds like to me like this narrative fits a few people.
Yeah.
The black Hebrew Israelites, they always say, hey man, who does it fit? Man, that fit us. Now you're hearing several people saying, no, that fit us.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yup. Let me see if this brother answered the phone. I mean, he wanted me to do like some kind of group thing. I ain't had time to figure all that shit out while I'm live. I'll try to have no dead air or anything. Must be tied up. It's all good. We'll get that brother out here one day. I seen him around though. He could wild out a little bit too. Oh, but he was all right. Me and him was ganging up on that nigga and shit this morning. I had somebody to hold the wood and shit. I had the wood bearer, the fuel bearer and shit. Like, throw some more fire on that bitch. Throw some more fire on that bitch.
Shit.
Yup, this shit is crazy, man. Unbelievable. It is unreal, the shit that we got to deal with here.
Yeah. Well, some people just go stand behind the computer and the keyboard. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna really get in front of it because a lot of people can't think on the go, and they don't want to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
You know, in public. So they'll just make their accusations, their claims, and keep it pushing, and just keep antagonizing you about it.
Oh. Oh, man. Yeah, it was hot. Fuck outside. Holy shit.
Hell, you put the information out there, so anybody that wants some of it, shit, there it is. They go to
Shit,
me.
you want that smoke? There it is.
There it
Sakari,
is.
there it
You know what I'm
is.
saying? Pick it up.
There it is.
You disagree? Pick it up.
Ding, 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 ding. Get them bells rocked, goddamn it! Get them bells rocked. Come on here.
Yeah.
Yep. We got another one we got to get. I caught lying and shit. I'm waiting to use that one on him on the other channel. Oh yeah, I need to show you guys the other channel. I hope it don't log me up out of this bitch.
So you got another? You caught another one lying?
Yeah, this nigga was on some intergalactic space shit, right?
My goodness.
Yeah, I can talk about it. Like I can talk because he probably gonna watch this shit. So, but I want to get him on the other show. Like we gonna, the council gonna be. We gonna let the nigga talk. Know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no burning up on the council. I'm trying not even to cuss on the council. I'm trying to keep that shit 100. I'm trying not even to cuss on that motherfucker. Hear the guest out. There ain't gonna be no outbursts. I'm not gonna be burning the nigga up. Chris Harris ain't gonna be drilling the nigga and shit. We got a place for that. Like, know what I'm saying? We gonna let the nigga talk.
Yeah.
So then we bring his ass over to those holes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And see if everything come up to par. Like, know what I mean? And we'll invite him on that so he can defend himself. Right?
Uh-huh.
So then we start doing the probing, the question. Know what I mean? If he passed the test, he Gucci.
Yeah.
But if he don't, or he's shown an error and he admits his error, he Gucci.
Yeah.
We saved one. But if we find out that nigga bullshit and he buck up, we bring his ass over to Dawad. And you think goddamn Killah B. Witchfinder General was bad.
They don't want it. They gonna be
that's gonna be uninterrupted burning. Uninterrupted. Yup. There ain't gonna be no commercial breaks. None of that shit. We just going in on the nigga. Straight up. Straight like that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get this channel here to show you guys. I'm gonna change the logo up. Like I was telling you before, I want to keep it more neutral. Even though, like, you know what I'm saying? We talk about what we talk about, but keep it neutral.
Yeah.
That motherfucker do look good, though. That little logo do look good. Shit. I mean to pat myself on the back, but shit. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll just go to it because I don't want to. Goddamn, where my shit up in the goddamn feed on this motherfucker? Dude, this a bitch. Where it at? It got me way at the bottom of this motherfucker because I ain't got no viewers. Maybe. All right. Like this. All right. The spelling has to do something with it. Cases. All right. Now. Goddamn, still don't come up quick. Where the fuck I'm at in this? Wait a minute, this is crazy. This don't even make sense. Where I'm at. Okay, I don't understand this. Okay, I'll probably see if it's up in here. It's crazy. I'm not even up on this shit. All right, there we go. All right. Show y'all now. And this is the link to the new channel. Y'all can take y'all asses over there and subscribe and put it up in the chat. Goddamn, we only got 4 niggas up in here now. They're like, oh, this nigga, take your asses over there. All right, here you go. I'll put it in the chat here.
Okay.
This is the new channel. You guys can mosey on over there and subscribe. Also put it in the comment board here. Channel. Yeah, let me just share it so you guys can see what it looks like here.
Let's see where it's at. Let me see. The new one.
That's crazy. I typed it in and that motherfucker ain't come up. Maybe I gotta put something on there. That's probably
it does. I just saw it just says the High Council.
Oh, it came right up on yours?
Yeah, when I did it, shows the High Council with the African with the logos or the graphic. Black, white, and green.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. I don't even know what the fuck here. What's going on here? Oh, here we go. Come on. Shit got me waiting. Yup, that's what it looks like there, people. That's it right there. That's the logo, so you know. Thanks for the 4 subscribers we got up on there already. That's what's up. We're going to try to put some content on this bad boy today. Get things popping. Y'all going to enjoy this shit, though. That shit going to be live as fuck. We ain't going to be on no fuck shit. Yup. So that's the new channel. Y'all go check that shit out. We're going to be adding some content today. There y'all go. That's what's up. Got some subscribers already. That's what I like to see. People supporting. All right. Let's see what we got going on up in the chat here. Yeah, that's about it, though. Shit. Tore that motherfucker ass up. Tore that nigga the fuck up.
Well, he'll know next time. That nigga will know next time. Don't
forget to hit that notification bell. Don't forget to hit that damn bell. So shit, when we go live, y'all know.
Don't bring your ass over here with that shit.
Yeah, but it's the wait.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Oh shit, like Jimmy James. You know who I'm talking about?
What?
I think Jimmy James know who I'm talking about. The dude that I was talking about we gonna get. I want to have him being the first person on the show, on the High Council. I want him to be the first dude. He'd be a prime candidate for it. He believes in plasma physics. Know how you got like astrophysics and like he believes in plasma physics, and it's some group that say that the world was created with electricity, and that the marks and the craters on the moon are caused by electricity and not meteors. And the nigga lied and said that there's no leader of the group and shit. I was telling him the way he was talking over all of us. Like he would be like, yo, I'll shut up. I'm not gonna say nothing. Then I'm like, okay. He was talking about the whole Saturn thing, you know, that whole cube shit Julian was fucking with.
Yeah.
Talking about all that shit. So he was like, well, you guys probably never heard of this shit. I was like, no, nigga, I'm familiar with that shit. Nigga, fucking with this cult leader ass nigga, right?
Yeah.
So talking, and then I'm asking him, I was like, okay, so do you how do I say it now? I asked him, did he the people that he kept name dropping, these people, these scientists and these so-called physicists and stuff like that, right? Now I asked him, I said, are these people in your group? He says, yes. I'm like, okay. I'm like, do your group have a leader? He says no. I'm like, nigga. I said, that sounds like a cult. Because the way he was talking, it was truth. The nigga sound intelligent as fuck. But you know how them niggas that sound intelligent, just like Orthodox horror and shit, like, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But they really don't know shit. They just regurgitating some shit to sound like big, like, you know what I mean? So he's talking about all this scientific shit, like this nigga up in the lab doing experiments and shit, like, right? Oh yeah, they'll show you the experiments and shit. I said, motherfucker, flat earthers got experiments too, motherfucker. That don't mean they shit's true. So I'm like, I see that the way that you're speaking, that changed the narrative of the thing. Like this nigga start talking about, like I'm talking about who runs the organization, who's the leaders of the organization, right? And he said they ain't none and all this shit. I asked Immaculate. I said, who that sound like, Immaculate? And he didn't get it. I said, Emac, if you don't answer this fucking question, I'm gonna be standing on your head for a week straight. So he was like, God damn. It's shit like, so later he got it. I was like, you a lucky man. He's like, Judah National. I'm like, yep. He was like, oh shit, you right. Judah National did say that shit. They ain't no leaders. I said, they ain't no such thing. Then I said, when did it start? He said the 70s. I was like, where? He said, it was a group of people in a college, right? I said, there ain't no such thing as a college organization that don't have a president, that don't have a board. You know what I mean? Even the most ghetto fraternities got a fucking board and a president and a treasurer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you trying to tell me a group of scientists that put together organization in a college, that shit ain't organized? So I said, where can I donate money? He said, we don't accept like donations and shit, like, right? I'm like, nigga, right? He said that, then I kept pushing it. Like, I'm trying to get a website out of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are their names? They're called the Thunderbolts. Y'all can go look that up. It's trademark called the Thunderbolts, right? And I was asking him, I said, well, the way you talk it sounds really cultish. Like, the way how you're explaining things, because you're using things that are fact, but you're overlaying with shit that can't be proven. He was trying to say that the planets are chasing each other. Like the planets are attacking each other. Like they're almost like they're living beings.
Oh.
They're attacking each other, and the arc is like the electrical arc is what made the universe, that made like the planets and shit like that. And then I'm like, yo, I'm asking you direct questions, and you're taking me out in left field. Like I asked him a simple question, and this nigga started talking about goddamn fucking batteries and shit, like Duracell batteries and shit. I'm like, nigga, I asked you a straightforward question, and you trying to tell me about some fucking batteries to get off the subject. I'm like, nigga, answer my question. So I get out of him later that I said, he said, I want to donate $100. He said, no. He said, there's nowhere to donate. And then he said, if you donate $100, they'll put you on one of their DVDs as a producer. I said, give me the information. He said, oh, I don't have it. I'm like, the fuck you mean you don't have it? You're in this organization, you don't know? So finally, I started pressing him hard. And then shit was about to turn sour on his ass. The nigga kicked it up. And then I found the website. And then I started researching the website. And it's a fucking cult. And then on top of it, for it not to have a president, or it's not an organization that you don't sign up for or anything like that, like, right? But it's a 501c3 certified nonprofit organization. And this nigga is trying to tell me they don't have a president. And they don't have a leader. You can't start a nonprofit without a president. You have to have those things to make a nonprofit. You have to have a secretary. You have to have a first what they call that records the meetings. No, man, you gotta have a treasurer. You gotta have a president. Know what I mean? You gotta have these things together to be 501c certified. So yeah, we can get that nigga up over there and shit. You can get that nigga.
Shit, will he come on though? Is the question.
He'll come on. He real cocky with his shit. Cause nobody he talking all that Kabbalah shit. So he could get away with all that crazy talk. Cause either way, forward or backward, nobody knows what the fuck he talking about. The normal person don't know what he's talking about. So to them, he's gonna sound all like smart and fucking all deep and shit. Well, the reality is they're just bringing it around in a circle, telling you bullshit.
Huh.
They ain't fooling no Killah B. I'll tell you that goddamn much. They ain't gonna fool old Killah B, boy. They're not gonna fool old Killah B. They're not gonna fool old Killah B. That other bullshit. Well, with the other bullshit. Soul brothers and sisters. No, you can't talk about no goddamn comic books. Fix your ass, Javion. Where Basil at? Basil must be bad and shit with a nigga.
Oh, Basil.
Yeah, we got a pissed the other day and shit. And we was getting him telling me he ain't proving that Bible shit. That nigga know damn well he ain't proving that shit. Like, no, damn well that he wasn't proving that shit.
I don't even know why they keep trying.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Don't know why they keep trying.
Yup. Oh shit. Oh shit. This is crazy. I just ran through somebody's let's subscribe to that person. New person, you got a new subscriber. She's talking about something that has kind of something to do with what I was just talking about. Shit, man, that nigga sent somebody over here to spy on our asses and shit.
Who was that?
It's one of the viewers, Carly Perez. Thank you for coming on. If you're still on listening and stuff, thank you for coming and tuning in, checking this out. But yeah, I was going through her page, her channel, and there was something called G.o.c.c, G.a.i.a. Right? I ran across that when I was looking up that Thunderbolts group, and I guess it has something to do with they call it Electric Universe, EU.
Huh.
And I skipped through it. I didn't really look into what it was, but I just find that strange. And I was looking through stuff this morning, and I came across that same word. Oh, this person looked like a pretty cool channel. So you guys check that out if y'all want. You guys can go subscribe to her channel. It's Carly Perez. Actually, I'll share the screen so you guys can see. Carly Perez. Looks like she got some interesting stuff on there. Philosophy. Oh shit, she do ASMR? That's dope. That's some weird ass shit. You ever heard of that?
What is that?
It's like you make sounds and shit. Like I guess it's supposed to be relaxing. I guess some people use it to do for creepy reasons and shit. But usually they're like chicks that have like a soft voice. Huh. And you know how like you could be talking to somebody on the phone at night and like just the chick's voice to make you fall asleep, or like, you know what I mean? It's like almost like sleeping with an air conditioner. It does that. Like, it will relax me and put me right to sleep. Just the hum of it. Just like the sound of that shit. So like they make like weird sounds like a fingernails like sliding across the table, or like, you know what I mean, almost like a scratching noise, or like a brush. It could be like the sound of someone brushing their hair and sit, and like people just like the sounds. Like it's kind of like bugged out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so and they actually got a ASMR microphone. It's like this weird looking microphone that like I guess you can rub things up against it and stuff like that. It's some weird like shit. It's kind of cool though. Like I found it fast. I was like kind of. Wait, I'll play one of them. Gotta pick one.
Yeah.
Restaurant. ASMR.
So it's kind of like that thing that people
Hope you don't mind me playing your video. I'm just.
Oh, so it's kind of like that thing that people used to play, like the rain and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Let's see if. Shit about rain. You know.
Hey man, everybody getting on Judah about being on Sinetta.
Yeah, anybody want me to like showcase their channels and shit, let me know.
What you say?
I wish it was Judah Nazar. Why Judah?
We have stuff. We have chocolate cake. We have chocolate cake.
Oh, I guess so.
It's really rich. What else do we got? So we got some drinks. Here. We have tea. We have this new imported tea from like.
So that's just like, I guess like you're in a restaurant. It's just the sounds of the restaurant and stuff like that. It's really bugged out. If you check out some other channels like ASMR and shit, like I was bugged out when I first heard it. Like I didn't understand it, then I had to go like search it and like find out what it's all about. But it's pretty cool. It's like it's really popular like on YouTube. That's just really popular on YouTube. God damn, that was a big ass shit. It's about to pour out this motherfucker. But yeah, thanks Carly for tuning in.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's still in the chat or not.
This nigga got on shorts.
Yeah, that shit's pretty dope. Jimmy James said Biggie Smalls, it was all a dream. Roll your boat. Gently down the street, barely, life is but a dream. A sorry stream of consciousness. Squiggly line man, do you subscribe to the Nationalist doctrine?
You say squiggly line man.
Yeah, that's the thing. He gave it.
Do you understand why offerings was made up in the Bible? You know what? I don't. What is the point of the question? Do you understand why offerings was made into the Bible? Was there a claim or an accusation made about offerings or something? Oh, he's saying pure combustible particle matters.
Yeah, that's that old intergalactic shit.
Pure combustible particle matters. Well, okay. I mean, I don't know. You know what? He'd be a good person to have on just to figure out what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about that dude and shit.
Yeah, he would be just
like I don't know exactly what the fuck he talking about, but I see that coke shit in that motherfucker. You don't gotta know what the fuck they talking about. All you gotta do is look for the signs. That nigga telling me they don't own. I asked him, is there anybody else on earth that have those same ideas? And he said no. I said, so this information is only exclusive to your group? He said yes. I said, nigga, you in a cult.
Yeah.
Yup. The nigga, you in a cult. That shit is crazy. Hold on one second.
Yeah. So yeah, get him on and ask squiggly lines. You know what's So what is your whole premise about this?
We gotta get you up on here one day.
Yeah. So we just want to hear you out. We don't want to interrogate you to that point. You're just gonna ask a couple questions.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah. Just see where you're coming from. Let you go on. You know what I'm saying?
Yup. Yup. That's it. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna head my monkey ass on out of this motherfucking shit.
All right, Killah.
Yeah, so thanks everybody for tuning in. I got some new songs and shit. I don't know which one I'm gonna play yet.
Okay.
Say something. You got any last words?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Hey, just watch out for the new channel, the High Council, How's My Eye, and the Dawad Witchfinder General. Keep up on what's to come. It's gonna be a barn burner.
All right, right on. I was trying to queue up a song that I wanted to play and stuff. So yeah. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And fuck it, I'm gonna play this. I forgot how the song goes. Yeah, Killah B. Goddamn Witchfinder General. You know goddamn well. You got a witch, I'll burn that motherfucker up. That's it. Till next time, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks to all the newcomers for coming to check me. The Dawad Chaarab and shit. You a straight coat flunky. And we'll burn your ass up any goddamn day. And go get your whole ass coat leaders and tell them to come see us. Killah B said so. God damn it. You got a witch, I'll burn your ass up. If you got a bullshit ass doctrine, Chris Harris coming around the corner and tear your motherfucking shit down. God damn it, that's it. We digitally minded, god damn it. Thanks, y'all.
Took by the book, going hand for the brand. Chatting, understand how you lost your man. You better that chick, cause she gave me neck. Turn around and found a bigger ball than fish that. Funny the fish, never know what you catch. Everybody walks, but ain't nobody cut checks. Good to
Shit, I played another one. That shit. Play another one. God damn it. Shows Willison.
What was I thinking? What I was thinking was like make something epic. Like make something epic like you hear the movie theater, you know what I'm saying? You go in the movie, you sit down and the movie starts like Mars, Zanny, and I'm first set. The rat, they won't matter, I'm the dopest hard to get. Me, I keep that hundred man, opioids, police, everything is wrong. Never be caught in the matrix. Clown, running around doing fake shit. Always being extra with it. Me, I keep it basic. Poison, nasty, Harvey Weinstein to my style, yeah, you break it. What's done to the dark will come to the light, just like my devil take it. One of them niggas done took my look. One of them niggas done took my look. All of y'all niggas done took my beats. The whole world over, don't know me.
Killah B. Killah B.
Oh, yeah, tripping.
Killah B got them hot bags for these whole ass niggas out here.
The rat did one after I'm the dopest hard to get. Me, I do that hundred man, opioids, everything is wrong. It's never be the rat game was better on the dopest hard to get. The rat game was better on the dopest hard to get. Me, I keep that hundred man, opioids, police, everything is wrong. It's never be one of y'all niggas took my look. One of y'all niggas took my look. A lot of y'all niggas took my beat. The whole world over, don't believe tripping. Oh yeah, tripping.
Killah B, goddamn Witchfinder General. God damn it, you got a witch. I'll burn your motherfucking ass up. Peace, y'all.